What's up?
Long time no see.
Yes.
Since we posted the 2026 prom video.
Showers are a problem in the Black community, but also prom. Prom is also an issue that we have to talk about.
Yes.
I saw that some of you had.
Yes, they did.
I wanted to address a few of these comments. I think it's important to address this. This is a topic that I feel is very important. It has many different layers to it, and so
For sure.
all of the comments that are here are really important.
Okay. We don't care what you do with your money.
No,
We
that's not the
really,
point.
really don't care what you do with your money. We're talking about finances. We're talking about future. We're talking about what is being said about our community, mainly. It wasn't to offend anyone in our community.
Right, it's really just to point out the things that are stigmatized around the Black community. And it's important to highlight that stuff so that we know what's out there and we can do something about it. We can change the narrative. That's the whole purpose. Like, we want to be shown as people that have to be heard.
Yes,
We're not
exactly.
ratchet. We're not just renting jets because we want to look cool. Oh, what's up? We're renting a jet, maybe, I don't know, maybe we're doing something.
Maybe we're flying on the jet for real and not stationed.
Yes,
just
maybe we're flying on the jet.
Let's not be pretentious about what we got or what we're able to do, and why are we showing our children to be pretentious. I don't know what type of prom she had. I guess
I don't know who she's referring to. I didn't go to prom personally.
No, you didn't.
No. And I'm okay with that. The point is just, why are we aspiring to go to prom and to look like something that we aren't? What is the purpose of that? Like, what are we gaining from that? What are our children learning from that?
What are they learning?
Fake it until you make it. We've been hearing that saying all our lives. So maybe that is what you're doing, but that is not. You learned that wasn't good for you. So why are you passing it on to your children?
Correct.
Like,
correct.
show them that they can be the thing that they truly aspire to. Push them to explore so that maybe they can find the thing that they are talented in.
Or aspire to become.
Right.
And everything is not aspiring to become glitz and glam, for the gram. That's basically what that is. For the gram. So, all right.
The next one. Y'all just some haters. Oh my god.
Who's the haters? They talking about us? First of all, let me tell you something. I'm very comfortable, number one, in my own skin. Number two, I'm laid back. Like, I don't have to have all of this stuff. But if I wanted to, I could. That's the difference. If I wanted to, I could. But I make good financial decisions and make it make sense for myself and my family as well. So really and truly, there's no hate in my spirit for any of that, because I'm humble. I have humble beginnings, and I am humble today. So nobody can. There's no hate in my spirit for anybody who is doing great and have achieved. But I do look at people who don't make sense or who are making bad financial decisions. I do look at them, but it's not hate. There's a difference. Okay, Bryson. If they got the money and want to spend it like that, then they can.
Who gives a fuck?
It's a memory and probably a damn good one.
Okay, yeah. So this is the thing. I understand the importance of creating core memories, right? Like I moved around a lot, and so I heavily relied upon the memories that I was able to create with the people that I cared about dearly. So I understand the value in that. Again, the point that we're trying to beat into, I guess, the public is that we shouldn't be aspiring towards materialistic things. There's nothing wrong with going to a prom and spending a little bit of money to look good, right? That we're not talking about that. We're talking about spending $10,000-$20,000 on one day. That's
For a high school kid that didn't even get a job yet, or is not out there. I think that a lot of these parents are looking through their kids, really.
This comment is from Jennifer. Jennifer said, for some people, it may be the biggest moment of their life due to parents not setting them up for success. Jennifer, that is the parents aren't setting them up for success. Okay. I'm not trying to be funny. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's the point. The parents aren't setting them up for success. And why? Is it because, like Tia said, they're trying to live vicariously through child in, so the future doesn't matter so much as this one impending moment, you know? Or is it just because they don't know better? Like, were they not taught better to teach their child that maybe they should learn how to invest so that they can have a retirement, or to teach them to, I don't know, study better, have better study habits so that they can become the doctor that they want to become?
Right. Aaliyah mentioned, she said, maybe it's because they kids. Oh wow. Maybe it's because they kids are graduating and becoming beautiful humans. That's something to celebrate. I can't wait till I have kids and they have prom and graduation. We celebrate hard. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with celebrating graduation, celebrating a milestone in the kid's life. They worked hard. Yes, they did work hard throughout, kindergarten to 12th grade. That is a huge and a big deal to celebrate, of course. But financial, especially.
So it's more about, like, let's just, unfortunately point a really bright light on this. We're not talking about people that can afford it.
I was just about to say that.
We're talking about the people that are struggling to make their rent on time and are struggling to get groceries. We're talking about those people. And maybe they have friends and cousins and aunties and uncles that contribute towards that bill. But at the end of the day, those kids are still going home to...
Back to where...
They're going back to an environment that may not be conducive to what they want to be in the future. So, in those circumstances, you spending... Let me just go down. Let me knock it down a little notch. $5,000. You spend $5,000 when you can't pay your rent because you spent that $5,000 for prom. Baby, that wasn't the right decision.
No.
That was irresponsible. And you're teaching your child to be irresponsible with their finances when they get older. That's the problem.
That is the problem.
So, I see another comment here. I don't know if you see it from Simply or Nora. And she says, why do you care about these folks' kids' prom night or their money? Please go away. I work like a dog so I give my kids what I want. Once prom is done, we move on to the next damn thing.
Work like a dog.
Well,
this is what we're talking about. You're going to be working like a dog for a long okay? You're going to be working a long time trying to...
trying to pay off the prom.
Yes, absolutely.
Stop, no, for real.
And prom is on credit cards, too. You can probably put prom on credit cards.
Lenora,
That's wild.
Lenora, I'm not saying that you are one of those people, okay? You say you work like a dog. Maybe that's your choice. If you can afford the prom. But if you, after you moved on to the next thing,
Like you said.
were struggling to financially pay for said things, then it was not a responsible decision.
It wasn't put it like this way. If you are still paying for the prom after the prom, it's not a good financial decision.
Right.
If you're paying for if you paid for the prom and in the same day the prom happened, then you're good. But after the prom, like you said, moving on to the next, can you move on to the next? Or are you still paying for the prom days, months, years later?
Yeah. Ultimately, that's, again, if you can afford it,
Kudos to you.
we mind our business. But for the people that can't afford it,
Just trying to help you out.
and that also care about how the Black community appears.
Yes.
Look at how they view our community.
Do you care? I
They're
guess maybe you don't care.
overgeneralizing. They're overgeneralizing.
Generalizing it without research. Maybe you don't care about what they say or what they think about our
But
community.
honestly, but here's the thing. I do think that you care. Because if you didn't care, then you wouldn't be putting on a show. We need to do better in our community. We need to be teaching our children better. There's already such a disparity between the Black community and our children and every other race. So we're appearing to them as though we're not educated and that we don't care
Or
about
we're
it.
just all over the place and we're spending our money. And yes, of course, we always talk about, there's been talk about how we're the most spenders, in culture. We're the only one that spend how we spend. And we don't put our dollars back into our community like that because we are spending on our own selves.
Right, and we weren't taught to invest. They say if you are hiding in a Black person in a book, and a lot of the times we feel like we know everything. So with that mindset, we'll never grow. We'll never be able to do better for our children. And they'll never be able to do better for theirs because they won't know any better but to follow after what you taught them. So how dare you? How about that? I mean, those are all the comments that were left. You do see that there were a lot of like